All right, I'm trying to get this set up, guys. So if you're on, I apologize. Oh my goodness, I can't get the chat up. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. I see your name, Ashton. Let me get this going, and then Ashton, I got you. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's up, Spider-Man? You made it. All right. Ashton, you're the first one. Thank you so much for coming on, Ashton. All right, here we go, Ashton. You want Spidey? I got you, Spidey. All right, here we go. Spidey, you are in line. You're my fan. Thank you so much. Let me know if are you subscribed. I'm going to assume you're subscribed. I'm going to get you added to the line. Chloe. All right, here we go. Awesome, awesome, guys. Remember, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know that you're subscribed. Hold up. Let me get my camera shaking a little bit. Let's see. Let's get this adjusted for you guys so you guys can see that. All right, I think this is good. Here we go. Take a look. All right, Ashton, there you are, my guy. I hope you enjoy it. All right, next up is going to be a Spidey. All right, you guys got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. That's all it takes, just your name and if you're subscribed. Oh, Spidey, we got to do red and white for Spider-Man. Here we go. Range, you're back. What's up? Good to have you in the chat. What is up? Good morning. All right, here we go. Keep the names coming. Let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I got Chloe coming up next, but if you want a chance for your name, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. There you go. Spidey. Awesome. Let's go, Chloe. All right, Chloe. Let's do pink and blue for you. All right, Chloe, I got yours coming, guys. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Here we go. All right, we're going to do Ranger next. All right, here we go. All right. Guys, I see some names coming through. Remember, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You got to let me know both things for a chance for a spin art. Here we go. Of course, Spider-Man, happy to do it. All right, here we go. We're going to do green, red, and yellow. All right, Khalid, thank you so much. You're subscribed. I'm going to get you added. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to get you added right now. All right, Julia, Stephanie, you got to let me know if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look at Range. All right, here you go. Ranger, there you are. Awesome. Here we go. Let's get Khalid. Get black and red going for you. Juliet, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. I'm only doing subscribers, so let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, Jack subscribed. Thank you so much, Jack. I got you added to the line. All right, Jack, you will be up next. Here we go. Range, let's take a look at yours. Guys, if you have not liked the stream, make sure we're also liking the stream. Thank you, guys. All right, there you go. Khalid. All right, Rebecca, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Rebecca. All right, Jack, let's get yours going. Rebecca, I'm going to get you added to the line. Thank you for subscribing. All right, Rebecca. All right, Lee subscribed. Thank you so much, Lee, for subscribing. I got you added to the line as well. All right, here we go. Duck subscribed. All right. And Stephanie, perfect. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for subscribing. All right, I'm going to write down one more name, and then we're going to do it. We're going to get spinning, and I'll come back to the chat, so do not worry. All right, Joey, you got to let me know if you subscribed. All right. All right, guys, you got to let me know if you subscribed and let me know your name. Okay, there we go. William. All right, let's take a look at this one real quick. Awesome, Jack. There you are. I hope you enjoyed, Jack. All right, next up is going to be Rebecca. Xavier, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Xavier, for subscribing. Let me get you added to the next one. Here we go. Let's let this one spin. Let's get Xavier added. All right. Xavier, you've been added to the line. Thank you so much for subscribing, Xavier. Here we go. All right, Rebecca, there you are. Guys, remember, all it takes, you got to let me know your name, and if you're subscribed, that's all it takes. So, Lee, here we go. Red and blue. All right, you subscribed. Thank you, Chelsea, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I got you added to the line. All right, Quacky. I got Duck, and there we go. We've got all the ducks. I love it. Remington, you subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, Remington. I got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. All right, Lee, there you go. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed. All right, Duck, you are up next. We're going to be doing red and, not red, we're going to be doing green and yellow for you. Here we go. Guys, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Also, guys, make sure you're liking the stream if you have not already. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's take a look at Duck. Here we go. All right, Duck, there you go. There you go. Stephanie, let's get yours going real quick. Let's do pink and blue for Stephanie. Ernest, you subscribed. All right. Thank you so much, Ernest. Let me get you added to the line. All right. Ernest, you've been added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. You subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, Raylan. All right. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Remember, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. And you have a chance for spin art. Stephanie, there you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be William. Here we go, William. Let's get yours going right now. I think we should do orange and red for William. Here we go. Awesome. Awesome. Xavier, you're going to be up next. Merritt, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Merritt. Let me get you added to the line. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look at this one. All right. William, there you go. I hope you enjoy. All right. Next up is going to be Xavier. Xavier, let's get blue and pink going for you. All right, you subscribed. Thank you, Amir, for subscribing. Thanks for letting me know. All right, I got you added to the line. All right, you subscribed, and your name is Lillian. Thank you so much, Lillian, for subscribing. All right, Range said we want to get to 30K. All right, Range, I think we could do that. Range, how many are we at right now? I'm curious. All right, Xavier, there you go. There you go. Awesome, guys. If you want a chance for spin art, all you got to do is let me know your name. If you're subscribed, you have a chance for spin art. Here we go. Pink and red for this one. All right, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Andrew, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. All right, let's take a look at this one. Here we go. All right, Chelsea. There you go, Chelsea. I hope you enjoy. All right, Quacky. Here we go. We're doing green and yellow. Awesome. Let's get that one spinning for you. Here we go. All right, Maximus subscribed. All right, Maximus, I got you added to the line. Your name is George, and you subscribed. Thank you so much, George, for subscribing. All right, here we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Quacky, there you are. I hope you enjoy. Awesome. Remington, you are up next. Let's go. All right, pink and green for Remington. All right, of course, happy to do it. I see your chat. Kyan, let me get you added real quick. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for spin art, it's going to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. So, Kyan, I just got you added. All right, here we go. Sam, you got to let me know if you're subscribed. Here we go. Here we go. Remington. There we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Ernest. Ernest. He plays with Seattle Seahawks. His name's Ernest Jones. All right. We're doing green and blue. Here we go. Here we go. This is probably a different Ernest, though. All right. Ethan, you subscribed. I got you added to the line. Thank you so much, Ethan. I got you added. Thank you for subscribing. All right. Ruby, you as well. All right. Ruby, I got you added as well. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at Ernest. All right. There you go, Ernest. I hope you enjoy it. All right, next up is going to be Raylan. Here we go. Blue and red for Raylan. Awesome. Let's get that one spinning. Here we go. Let's watch it. All right, Charlie, and you subscribe. Thank you so much, Charlie. Guys, remember, all it takes is you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. That's all it takes, and you have a chance for spin art. So, here we go. Here we go. Let's take a look at this one real quick. All right, Raylan, there you go. I see a lot of chats coming in with just names. You got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. Green, not green, purple and yellow. All right. You subscribed to me. Thank you so much, Miley. I appreciate it, Miley. All right, Miley, I just got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. Steven subscribed. Thank you so much for letting me know, Steven. I got you added to the line. All right, let's take a look at this one real quick. Here we go. All right, Merritt, there you are. I hope you enjoy it. All right, next up is going to be Amir. Amir, I think we're going to be getting red and yellow for you. Here we go, here we go. Jazzy, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Jazzy. All right, Jazzy, I got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Awesome. All right, Amir, I hope you enjoy it. There you go, my guy. All right, come on, Lillian, let's get yours going. I think we're doing pink and blue for you. All right, pink and blue. All right, here we go, here we go. Telia, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm going to get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Telia. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for spin art, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, Ravi, you're subscribed. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at this one. We're going to get Andrew going. Here we go. Here we go. Lillian, there you are. All right, Andrew, we got yours going right now. Let's go. Purple and yellow. All right, here we go. Awesome. Ryan subscribed. Thank you so much, Ryan, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Guys, remember, all it takes if you want a chance to spin it, you gotta let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Andrew, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Maximus, let's get yours going right now. Here we go, Maximus. We're gonna get blue and pink going. All right, Chris subscribed. Thank you so much, Chris, for subscribing. I'll get you added to the line. All right, here we go. You subscribed. Thank you so much, Robert. All right, Robert, I got you added. I'm going to add one more, and we're going to get these ones spinning. Ruby, here we go. Don't worry, guys. We'll get more going, but let's get these spinning. Take a look. Maximus, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, George, thank you so much for you subscribing. I got you going right now, Mr. George. Red, orange, and yellow. All right, you subscribed. Your name's Regina. All right, I got you added to the line. Here we go. Regina, you have been added. All right, here we go. Layla subscribed. Thank you so much, Layla. All right, next up will be Kyan. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. George, there you are. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for a spin art, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Purple and blue. All right, and yellow. We'll get this one going for you guys. Here we go. You subscribe. Thank you so much, Grace, for subscribing. Guys, remember, all it takes if you want a chance for spin art is you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. It's all it takes. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look at this one for you. Oh, my gosh. Kyan, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Ethan, let's get yours going real quick. Let's get red and black. Here we go. Awesome. Red and black. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this one. All right, you subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it, Layla. But I got you added to the line already. So, you subscribed, James. All right, and we got somebody named Ronnie. And now let's get Ruby spinning after we get Ronnie here. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. There you go, Ethan. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Ruby, let's get yours going right now. I think, Ruby, we got to do red for you because Ruby's all red. Here we go. Red and white for you. Awesome. Here we go. You subscribed. Thank you so much, Gracie. All right. James, I saw your chat. I got you added already. Do not worry. All right. Let's go. All right, Ruby. There you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, next up is going to be a Charlie. Charlie, let's get yellow and orange going for you. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for your spinner, you just got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I got to know both things. So, we just got a large gift that came through. Large gifts always skip the line. So, I'm going to write down your username real quick. Here we go. I'm going to write thank you. All right, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at this one real quick. Charlie, there you go. All right, let's get yours spinning real quick. Black and red. We're going to get that one going. Here we go. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. Guys, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You guys got to let me know both. Aaron, thank you so much for letting me know that you subscribed, and thank you for letting me know your name. I got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Awesome. There you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There you go. All right, Miley, we got you going right now. Here we go. Awesome. Let's get orange, yellow, and green going for you. I hope you enjoy it. Orange, yellow, and green. Here we go. That one's spinning right now. All right, Robbie, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Robbie, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Thank you, Robbie. All right, Steven, you're going to be up next. So, here we go. Let's take a look at this one, guys. Remember, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name, and if you're subscribed, you have a chance. All right. What's up? How you doing? Is that Walter in the chat? I think that was Walter. What is up? All right, purple and yellow. All right, here we go. You subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Telia, thank you so much. Got you added to the line. Do not worry. Here we go. All right, Jazzy, you're going to be up next. Let's go. All right, Steven, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, let's go. Jazzy, I have you coming up next. Let's go. Purple and pink. All right, Robbie, subscribe. I got you, Robbie. All right, Raymond, thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, I see a lot of names coming through, but you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You guys let me know both. So, here we go. Jazzy, there you are. I hope you enjoy. Hey, Range, if you're in the chat, let us know how many subscribers we're at. We'll do a special one when we get to 30K. I'll do a special spin art, just like a big card that says thank you. All right, when I say big card, just like the normal one. All right, here we go. Anusu, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. I got you added. Guys, remember, just let me know your name, and if you're subscribed, you have a chance for spin art. Brett, thank you for subscribing. I got you added. Here we go. All right. There you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, Robbie, let's get yours going right now. Robbie, here we go. Black and red. Brantley, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Brantley. I saw your chat, so I appreciate it. Guys, remember, if you want a chance, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right. Levi, thank you so much for subscribing, Levi. Here we go. Awesome. There you go. Your name is Big Bro Walter. I love it. Big Bro Walter. Oh, my gosh. What a great name. Thank you, Walter. Trent, you subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm going to get you added. Here we go. Let me get this going. All right, Trent. Guys, remember, all it takes to get a chance for spin art, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. It's all it takes, and you have a chance for spin art. So, here we go. Awesome. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Next up is Chris. Chris, let's get yours going right now. I think we're going to do black and what else should we do? Black and pink. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get that on spinning. Robert, you're up next. Kai, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Kai, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Awesome. Chris, there you go. All right, Robert, let's go. All right, purple and blue. Here we go. Awesome. All right, next up is going to be a ruby. All right, there you go, Robert. There you are. Ruby, let's get yours going. We're going to do red and yellow for you. Here we go. All right, Caden, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Here we go, Caden. All right, Kaden, I got you added to the line. Oh my gosh, I just knocked over the line. Here we go. And then next up is going to be a Regina. Here we go. Awesome. There you go. Ruby, I hope you enjoy. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right. Let's go. We got some cool colors on this one. Here we go. Let's go. Next up is going to be Layla. All right. Here we go. Here we go. There you go, Regina. I hope you enjoy. Next up is Layla. Layla, let's get yours going right now. Do we have any moderators in the chat right now? I am curious. Who's here? All right. Next up will be Grace. You subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. All right. I appreciate that was Lamar that subscribed. Thank you, Lamar. All right. Here we go. Range, how many subscribers do we currently have? I want to do a special one at 30K that just says thank you for 30K. All right. There you go. Awesome. I hope you enjoy. Grace, let's get yours spinning right now. I think we're going to do red and pink and blue. Here we go. Grace, let's get yours going. All right. Sanish, I got you added to the line. Thank you so much for being subscribed. All right. Here we go. All right. Grace, there you are. All right. James, let's get yours going. In the meantime, Range did us a great favor. So, guys, remember to keep subscribing. Let me know if you're subscribed so you have a chance for spin art. So, I'm going to do one that says thank you, Range, because he went and checked. So, all right. Thank you, Range. All right. That one will be up next. So, do not worry. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. James, there you are. All right. Range, let's get yours going right now. Purple and black. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is going for a Range. I'm going to do a special one real quick. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. If you want a chance for spin art, you got to let me know your name if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Awesome. Thank you, Range, for letting me know. Here we go. Here we go. There you are. All right, next up is going to be Ronnie. And then we're going to do our special spin art. Thank you, Range. Purple and blue. Here we go. All right, Ronnie, let's take a look at this one for you. I hope you enjoy it. Ronnie, there you are. All right, we're going to do this special spin art real quick for all you guys. So, I appreciate you guys all for subscribing. Thank you so much. Let me get a special one going for all you guys real quick. All right, here we go. Awesome, guys. After this one, we are going to continue doing some more names. So, let's start our special one. Let's take a look at it. It's got all the crazy colors going. I love it. So, thank you guys all for 30K. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, that's our special 30K one. Grace, let's get yours going. We're going to be doing pink and blue for you, Grace. Here we go. Here we go. Pink and blue. Aaron, you're going to be up next. Haroon, you subscribed. Thank you so much. I hope I said your name correctly. I tried. All right, Haroon, I got you added. All right, Claire, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added, Claire. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take this one off and let's take a look. Grace, there you go. Or Gracie. Aaron, let's get yours going real quick. We're going to go purple and yellow. All right, next up is going to be a Ravi. Let's go, Ravi. All right, Oscar, you let me know if you're subscribed. Mike subscribed, so Mike, I'm going to get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Mike. All right, here we go, Mike. All right, let's take a look at this one real quick. Awesome, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Ravi, you are up next. Let's get yours going. Here we go, purple and orange. All right, that one's spinning. Jacob, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Jacob, for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Here we go, Jacob. I got you added to the line. Do not worry. All right, Terry, you're going to be up next. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, Ravi, there you go. All right, Kara, let's get yours going right now. Black and red. All right, Tara, here we go. Here we go. Raymond, you're going to be up next. Jace, subscribe. Thank you so much, Jace. Guys, remember to like and subscribe if you have not already. All right, here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look. There you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Raymond, let's get yours going right now. Let's do orange and yellow for you. Awesome. Thank you so much, Raymond. All right, let's take a look in the chat. Mario subscribed. Thank you so much, Mario, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Here we go. All right. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Anusu, I got you real quick. Thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Thank you so much. Range loves the GOAT video that we did. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Telia, I got you added, Telia. Do not worry. Silas, I'm going to get you added to the line. Telia, you are in line. I promise you. All right. Vera, how do you get it? All you got to do is subscribe and let me know your name and if you're subscribed. It's all it takes. Nothing crazy. All right. There you go. There you go. Brett, let's get yours going right now. Large gift, skip the line, of course. But you don't have to do that. Pink, not pink, blue and yellow. Here we go, here we go. Gabe, you subscribed. All right. Someone asked if they can subscribe. Yes, so all you got to do is subscribe and let me know your name and you have a chance for spin art. Here we go, here we go. Oh, your name's Can. All right, I got you. Brantley, you're going to be up next. Let's get yours going. Here we go. All right. There you go, Brett. I hope you enjoy it. Awesome, Brett. All right. Next up is going to be Brantley. Brantley, let's get red and orange going for you. Here we go. Here we go. Red and orange. All right, Brantley. Then we got Levi coming up next. Here we go. All right. Paisley. I got you added. Raymond, you subscribed. Raymond, I'm going to get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Raymond. All right, here we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, Levi, let's get yours spinning right now. I think we're going to be doing white and red for you, for Levi. Here we go. Awesome. Let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You're subscribed. Your name's Gage. All right, Gage, thank you so much for subscribing. All right, I got a lot of names coming through, but not a lot of people that let me know if they're subscribed. But Brody just let me know. So Brody, thank you. I got you added to the line. All right, Trent, let's get yours going right now. Here we go. Levi, there you go. Trent, let's get yours going right now. All right, here we go. Tommy, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Tommy, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Thank you so much, Tommy. All right, let's take a look at this one real quick. Awesome. There you go, Trent. I hope you enjoy. All right, Kai. We're going to get yours going right now, Kai. Guys, remember, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. That's all it takes to give a chance for spin art. So, Hunter, thank you so much for subscribing. Tanner, thank you so much. I'm going to get both of you guys added to the line. Hunter, Tanner. All right, I got both of you guys added to the line. Here we go. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, Caden, let's get yours going right now. Let's get orange and red going real quick. Orange, red, and you know what? Let's throw some yellow in there. Here we go. All right, Maverick, thank you so much for subscribing. Here we go. All right, next up is going to be a Lamar. All right, here we go. Awesome, there you go. I hope you enjoy. Lamar, you're coming up right now. Let's go. Black and orange for you. Here we go. Sanish, you're up next, Sanish. I got you. I got you. Do not worry. All right, let's take a look at this one. Lamar, there you go. All right, Sanish, let's get yours going right now. Let's get pink and purple. Awesome, guys. Remember, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. It's all it takes for spin art. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Sanish, there you are. I hope you enjoy. I'll run. Here we go. Do orange, red, and yellow. All right, Heidi, you're a subscriber. Thank you so much, Heidi. Heidi, you've been added to the line. Do not worry. All right, Travis, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added as well. All right, guys. Thank you guys all for subscribing. If you have not already, make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing. All right, here we go. There you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, Claire. Guys, remember if you want a chance for a spin art, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Pretty simple. All right, Claire, black and purple. Here we go. All right, next up will be Mike. All right, here we go. You subscribe. Your name's Harmony. Harmony, thank you so much for subscribing. All right, Mike, you're going to be up next. Let's go. All right, Claire, there you are. There you are. Let's go, Mike. Here we go. Get blue and yellow going for Mike. Here we go. Awesome. Blue and yellow is going for Mike right now. I love it. Here we go. Mike, there you go. There you go. Guys, if you want a chance for spin art, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You have a chance for spin art. So we're going to spin 3 more after this one, and then I'm going to be choosing some more names. Let me know in the chat right now if you're subscribed, and let me know your name. All right, here we go. Awesome, there you are. I hope you enjoy. Jace, let's get yours going real quick. All right, pink and red. Awesome, let's go. Ah, we'll add some purple in there for you too. Here we go, here we go. All right, guys. Here we go. Guys, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, Mario, you're right here. Let's go. All right, Jeremy, you're subscribed. Here we go. Let me get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for subscribing. Here we go. Let me wipe my fingers real quick. Jeremy. I got you added, Jeremy. Here we go. Ollie, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Ollie. I got you added to the line as well. All right, here we go. Let's add some more names. Guys, let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Ava, thank you so much for being subscribed. I got you added. All right, your name's Madeline. Thank you so much, Madeline, for subscribing. All right, Madeline, I got you added to the line. All right, here we go. Let's get this going. Mario, there you go. I hope you enjoy. All right, next up is going to be Silas. Let's go, Silas. Here we go. All right. You just subscribed. Your name's Roland. All right. Thank you so much for subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Silas, there you go. I hope you enjoy. Vera, you're up next. Let's get yours going right now. Let's go. Here we go. Red and yellow for you. All right, Gabe, you're going to be up next. Let me get some more names in here real quick. All right. Walid, I got you added real quick. You guys let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Vera, let's go. Someone said I sound like a bot. I don't even know what that means. That's all right. All right, here we go. Here we go. David, you subscribed. Thank you for letting me know. Here we go. Because if you want a chance for a spinner, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I got to know both. All right, here we go. Gabe, there you go. All right, Cam, let's get yours going real quick. Owen, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Owen, for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Here we go. Thank you, Owen. All right, guys. Here we go. Owen. Awesome. Paisley, let's get yours going right now. Awesome. Here we go, Paisley. Black and pink real quick. All right, Paisley, let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Awesome. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Raven, let's get yours going right now. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that one doesn't want to spin. Here we go. All right, black and pink for you. Here we go, here we go. Next up is going to be a Gage. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, you want a chance for spinner? You gotta let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right, there you are. I hope you enjoy. Gage, you're up next. Let's go. All right, red and orange. Here we go. Brody, you're going to be up next, so let's get yours going. Here we go. There you are. Hope you enjoy. All right, Brody. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. So, let's do Brody real quick, and then I'm going to go to the chat. Got a couple names. All right, here we go. Here we go. You guys got to let me know both. Here we go. We'll come back to the chat. You guys let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I see a lot of names right now. All right, Brody. There you go. Awesome. Tommy, let's get yours going real quick. Here we go. Justin subscribed and Shay did. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Tanner, there you are. There you are. All right, Tanner. No, that wasn't Tanner. Who was that? Tommy. Tanner, you're up next. Here we go. Let's go, Tommy or Tanner. I'm getting them mixed up. There we go. Shay and David, I got you guys added in the line. Thank you guys both for subscribing. You guys have both been added, so do not worry. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Awesome. Next up is going to be Hunter, and then we're going to get Maverick going. So, Maverick and Hunter, thank you guys both for subscribing. That's how you guys got your spinner, was letting me know that you're subscribed. So, here we go. If you want a chance for a spinner, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Hunter, there you are. All right, Maverick, you're up next. Let's get yours going. Here we go. All right, black and red for you. Let's get that one spinning for you. Here we go. Here we go. All right, next up will be Heidi. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Heidi, there you are. Guys, you want a chance for a spinner? All you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed, you have a chance for a spinner. So, Heidi, let's get yours going real quick. Here we go. All right, here we go. Willow, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Willow, for subscribing. All right. Here we go. You subscribe. Your name's Chase. All right. Thank you so much, Chase, for subscribing. I'm going to get you added to the line. Thank you, Chase. All right. Here we go. All right. There you are. I hope you enjoy it. Travis, let's get yours going. My guy, Mr. Travis. Here we go. All right. Bella, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Bella, for subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Travis, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, Harmony. Guys, if you have not liked and subscribed, make sure we're doing both. Great to have all you guys in here. I appreciate it so much. So, here we go. Red and black. Guys, remember, if you subscribe, let me know your name. And if you subscribe, you have a chance for spin art. Like Amaya, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. All right. There you go. I hope you enjoy it. Jeremy, let's get yours going real quick. Green and orange for Jeremy. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Leo, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Your name's Anna. Anna, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added as well. Here we go. All right, Jeremy, there you are. I hope you enjoy it. Ollie, you're up next. Here we go. Brian, you subscribed and liked. Whoa, I love that. Let me get you added to my line. Hold up, Brian. All right, Brian, you're definitely added in the line. Thank you so much. Rudy, or Ruby, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Ruby. All right, here we go. Black and purple. Awesome. All right, here we go. Your name's Son. You liked and subscribed. All right, thank you so much for doing both. I appreciate it so much. I got you added. All right, here we go. Ollie, there you are. Ava, here we go. All right, next up is going to be Madeline. Logan subscribed and liked both of them. Oh my gosh, Logan, let me get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Logan. All right, I got you added to the line, Logan. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, there you go. Madeline, let's get yours going real quick. Let's do a blue and pink. All right, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Alyssa, I got you added to the line. Do not worry. You've just been added. Here we go. All right, Madeline, there you are. I hope you enjoy it. Roland, let's get yours going real quick. All right, you like and subscribe. Your name's Elsie. All right, Elsie, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I got you added to the line. That's all it takes to win a chance for spin art. Just got to like. Sorry, not like. You just got to let me know you're subscribed and let me know your name. Obviously, if you like, you have a better chance if you let me know. All right, there we go. All right, Walid, here we go. All right, Achilles. I got you added real quick. All right, Sloan. All right, next up is going to be David. Here we go. And let's add some red in the middle for this one. Here we go. All right, guys. Let's take a look. Awesome. There you go. David, let's get yours going real quick. Red and black. All right. All right, here we go. Twila, you liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm going to get you added to the line. All right, Lily, you did the same thing. You liked and subscribed. Oh my gosh, I got you as well. You've been added. Thank you so much, Lily. All right. What's in my nose? In my nose is a tissue. I had a bloody nose. So there we go. Hope you enjoy. All right, Owen, let's get yours going real quick. Let's get red and, not red, orange and white. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Owen, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Justin, let's go. Here we go. Purple and blue. Here we go. All right. Gotta get a name real quick. Amin. Francisco. All right, thank you both for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Here we go. Awesome. There you are. There you are. I hope you enjoy it. All right, next up is going to be Shay. We got a special little one for Shay. I haven't done one of these little ones, so I like it. Red, purple, and black. All right, we'll get that one spinning real quick. All right, next up is going to be Willow. All right, Shay, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, Willow, let's get yours going real quick. Awesome, guys. If you want a chance for a spinner, all you gotta do is let me know your name and let me know if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right, next up will be Chase. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look at this one. Willow, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, let's keep this spinning. Let's get Chase going right now. Let's go, Chase. Here we go. All right, purple and red. Next up will be Bella. All right, here we go. Chase. There you go. All right, Bella, let's get yours spinning right now. Here we go. All right, black and purple. Here we go. Here we go. Abby liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Abby. All right, here we go. Amaya, you're up next. Bella, there you go. There you go. All right, Amaya, let's get yours going right now. Here we go. All right, blue and red. Guys, if you have not liked and subscribed, make sure we're doing that. All right, here we go. Amaya, there you are. All right, Leo, you're up next. All right, Leo, let's get that one spinning. Here we go. purple, and black. Here we go. All right, next up is going to be Anna. Let's go, Anna. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, if you want a chance for spin art, you just have to let me know your name, and if you're subscribed, you have a chance for spin art. So, here we go. All right. That's all you got to do is let me know your name, and if you're subscribed, you have a chance. Does not take anything else. All right, and here we go. I think we're doing blue and pink for you. All right, let's see. Mason, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added to the line, Mason. All right, here we go. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. All right, Brian, let's get yours going right now. Awesome. Let's go. Actually, we're going to come back to that one. Ruby, let's get yours going real quick. Brian, you're getting stuck. Here we go. Black and purple. All right, we're going to write Brian's on a new card. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. There you go, Ruby. All right, Brian, let's get yours spinning real quick. I apologize for that. All right, Zachary, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I appreciate you. Let me get yours on a card. Here we go. Zachary, you've been at it. Here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. There you are. Awesome. I hope you enjoy. Someone said they've been here for 1,000 minutes. That's not even true. We haven't even been here for 60 minutes yet. All right, son. Let's go. Let's go. Red, purple, and orange. I don't know what colors. Oh my gosh. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Slow. There you go. All right, Logan, you're up next. Let's get yours spinning. Here we go. All right, blue and red for you. Here we go. Alyssa, you're going to be up next, guys. Remember, if you want a chance for spin art, let me know your name and if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Logan, there you are. I hope you enjoy. All right, Alyssa, let's get yours spinning right now. Alyssa. Here we go. Black, purple, and blue. Awesome. There we go. We got that one spinning. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Awesome. Next one is going to be Elsie. Here we go, Elsie. Let's get yours going. Here we go. Range is correct. Large gifts, always skip the line. Super chat, skip the line as well if I can see them. But so I'm hoping I can see it today. I can't see my chat as well. All right, we've got a large gift real quick. Susan Beckett. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Susan. You have skipped the line. All right, here we go. Awesome. I hope you enjoy. Susan, let's get yours going real quick. All right, that one's going to be pretty cool for you, Susan. I hope you enjoy. All right, let's get this one spinning. Here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. Take a look at this one for you. There you go. Awesome. Here we go. Well, that's two of them. All right, guys, if you have not liked and subscribed, make sure we're liking and subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you guys, so make sure we are subscribing. All right, guys, here we go, here we go. All right, here we go. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Next up is Sloan. All right, we're going to do purple and pink. All right, here we go. Twila, you're up next. Guys, remember to subscribe. If we have not subscribed, make sure we're subscribing. Great to have all you guys in here. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right, Twila, let's go. Here we go. All right, pink and black and purple. Here we go. All right, guys, remember, if you have not subscribed, make sure we are subscribing. Here we go. We got another large gift that came in from Susan again. So Susan Beckett is going to skip the line. All right, thank you so much, Susan. I'm going to write thank you on this one. I'm going to write thank you to X. All right, here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Susan. All right, here we go. Twila, there you are. There you are. All right, thank you so much, Susan. I got you added. Here we go. What am I doing? Spin art. Here we go for Susan. All right, next up is going to be Lily. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Here we go. There you are. I hope you enjoy. Lily, let's get yours going real quick. All right. Pink and blue for you. Here we go. Here we go. Pink and blue. All right. We got some more names coming up real quick, guys. Let's take a look. Lily, there you go. Red and black. All right, we got 4 more coming up real quick. Here we go. Awesome, let's take a look. What's up, Juliana Superstar fan? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we go. There you are. Hope you enjoy. Guys, if you have not subscribed, make sure we're subscribing. Here we go. Let's subscribe, guys. Awesome, guys. If we have not subscribed, make sure we are. Here we go. All right, next up is going to be Abby, Mason, then Zachary. All right, there you go. Hope you enjoy. All right, Abby, let's get yours going real quick. Red and pink. Awesome, guys. Remember, if you have not subscribed, make sure we are subscribing. Large gifts and super chats no longer get you to skip the line. All right, guys, remember to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, make sure we're subscribing. Here we go, guys. Let's get subscribers to... Let's get 45 more subscribers. We can do it. Come on, guys. All right. Abby, I got you right there. Mason, you're up next. Here we go. Let's get 45 more subscribers. Let's go, guys. Keep subscribing. Come on now. Let's go. All right. Here we go. That one's spinning. Let's get some subscribers going. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, it's increasing. I see it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. There we go. Let's get 41 more subscribers. I like 41 more. Let's do it. 41 more subscribers. Let's go. Let's go. All right. 40 more. We got one more. Here we go. Here we go. Come on now. All right. Let's get some more subscribers in here. Come on now. If we're not subscribing, what are we doing? All right. Guys, let's get subscribe. If you have not subscribed, let's make sure we are subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Let me see if I have something around here to make it fun. All right, here we go. Hold up. I'm going to start trying to write some subscriber names on this circular piece of paper. So, if you subscribe, I'm going to try to write some names down of subscribers. So, here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Here we go. Zachary, there you are. All right, let's see. Let's write on this piece of paper right here. Let me wipe down this station real quick. All right. All right, let me know your name and if you subscribe. I'm going to try to get you on this piece of paper that we're going to do a spin art on. So, here we go. Your name and if you subscribe. I got to know both things. All right. Guys, I see names coming through. I need to know both. All right, Lou and Hazel. I got you added. All right, Ruth. Peyton. Emma. Abby. Gracie. Zion. Terza. Tolo, I got you. All right, you gotta let me know your name and if you subscribe. I gotta know both things. Madeline. Zachary. Evan. All right, Travis, Fars, you let me know if you're subscribed too. I gotta know both. Name and if you're subscribed. Wyatt. RJ. Ollie. All right, Grayson. Lou and Hazel, I got you guys both added. Do not worry. Amelia. James. Vincent and Milo. RJ, I got you added already, RJ. You guys let me know your name and if you subscribed. I see a lot of names, but I don't see if you subscribed or not. All right, if there's no more names coming through, we're going to spin this. Oh, we got Arya coming through. Zach, Channing. Nina. Bryn. All right, let me know your name and if you subscribed. I want to fill this thing up if we can. All right, we don't get any more coming in. I'm going to go. Oh, Lou. Aria. All right. That's right. Thank you for the rest. We're going to spin this. All right, guys. All right, here we go. Let's spin this real quick. Red. Pink. Blue. Oh my gosh. Gotta get this one spinning. Doesn't want to spin right now. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, guys, it does not want to spin. This is crazy. There we go. We're going to let that one spin, see what we can get going. Oh my gosh, guys, this does not want to spin. This is brutal. Hold up. There we go. We're going to have to do it manually like this. All right, we're going to go with this, guys. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm not sure why the spinning machine's not working. So if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you guys are subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Every single one of you guys. So I appreciate it so much. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed, make sure we are subscribing. So we're trying to get 20 more subscribers. I know each and every one of you guys can subscribe because we got 350 people on here. If every one of you guys subscribe, we could hit it easily. So here we go. Here we go. Everybody subscribe if you have not subscribed. Shout out to you, Lou, for subscribing. I appreciate it. I actually know Uncle Dennis. He's a pretty cool guy. Gray, do you watch Uncle Dennis? He's pretty cool. Let's see. Zyra, what's up? What's up, Jack? Thank you for subscribing, Jack. Am I going to end the stream? Not quite yet. I'm going to end it soon. But if you have not subscribed, make sure you're subscribing. I want to see all you guys come back and be here for all the spin art. So, I hope you guys are subscribing. All right, here we go, guys. Should I end the stream? Someone asked if I was going to end it. Should I? Maybe we should end it. I'm not sure. All right. Actually, I take it back. We are going to end the stream. I got to go. I just got a text. All right. I will see you guys. Thank you guys all for coming on. I really appreciate it. So, guys, like, subscribe. Maybe I can see you guys next time we stream. So, I hope to see you guys soon. All right. Bye, guys.